So it looks like the Santa Clara red team is headed to the Condos mountain goal. Hit there right out by Jesse Bray to Chris Maloney. Marking him hard. It's Paquito de Narvaez there. Picked up now by Lucas Criado. Lucas Criado taking his time. He sees Paquito open. What is Paquito, 11 years old? Paquito is 11 years old, and he comes from a generation of polo playing players also. Shoots to goal just a little bit wide there. You see Francisco Escobar being the number 4 there, going to the back. Luis Escobar will be doing the knock-in. When the ball goes out, it's given to the defending team. No, that's Francisco hitting the ball in. Francisco intercepted there by Danny Walker, now picked up by Luis Escobar. Luis trying to get it to Chris Maloney, but it ends up in the hands of Joaquin Avendano. Joaquin taking the ball around, getting challenged there by Jesse Bray. Now Joaquin gun and runs it there. He's going to shoot to goal, sends it forward, shooting, and now we'll see if he has got a neck shot. No, he gets hooked out of there by Luis. Now Chris Maloney picks up the ball. Backed out of there by Lucas Criado, picked up now by Danny Walker. Danny Walker still sending the ball forward. Now Danny Walker hits a nice little back shot, and he does. He gets it right to Joaquin Avendano. Joaquin's got an easy shot there to goal, but he leaves it for Lucas Criado. Goes forward, bad luck, bounces off a horse, and the line now becomes Chris Maloney's. Chris Maloney in red challenging there Danny Walker. Danny gets the back shot off. Now picked up by Luis Escobar with a nice back shot. Avendano looks like he's going to pick it up, being challenged by Francisco. Now Criado has the ball once again. Lucas Criado going towards that ocean goal, taking it on the left side of the horse. That is called the near side of the horse. Hooked out of there. Luis Escobar picked up by Chris Maloney. Chris Maloney still on the ball, sending it forward, trying to get it to one of his players there. Lucas Criado with it again, turning on the ball there, faking the little back shot there. Shoots to goal. Picked up by Jesse Bray. Jesse Bray turning around and looking. Oh, so Lucas tried to swoop right in there, but Luis Escobar picks it up. Luis for Santa Clara leaves it there. Now Lucas has it. Lucas bouncing ball there, taking it out of the air, sending it forward, seeing that Avendano is running down the field, but Francisco Escobar is there challenging Avendano. Avendano takes it on the near side and scores the very first goal. Joaquin Avendano. Joaquin Avendano is also from a polo playing family, as is Jesse Bray. Actually, all of our players are out there from polo playing families. So now we are switching directions. Santa Clara will be headed towards the ocean goal. FMB to the mountain goal. And there they go. Chris Maloney right to that ocean goal. Paquito will be the first on the play with a nice little back shot. But it is Luis Escobar who picks it up. Escobar now passing it to Avendano, trying to get it to Danny Walker. Successfully done. Walker sends it along the boards. Going forward, leaves it there. Quick to turn on it is Escobar. And Avendano reaches in there, and Avendano comes up with the ball. Avendano changing the line, turning it. Now Escobar goes in. They're allowed to bump, by the way, like in hockey, kind of a check. As long as the horses are shoulder to shoulder, you can ride somebody right off the ball. Now Avendano leaves it for Criado, trying to get it to de Narvaez. De Narvaez now sees that Avendano is there, so he goes through. But Jesse Bray says, I'm going to pick your pocket. Jesse's looking at goal, looks around, see what he's got in front of him. His family here is saying, shoot, shoot. Bounces ball, and it picked up out of the air is Criado. Criado leaving. No, he's not leaving it for Avendano. He's running the circle along with. There now, Paquito and Francisco. Paquito and Francisco both going to that ball. Chris Maloney is there all alone now. Maloney now taking it around the turn. Maloney Maloney out letting that horse stretch out a little bit. He's got to deal with Danny Walker. Danny Walker with a back shot. Oh, nice big one up in the air. We have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this chukker. It is the first chukker. Criado having the ball now. Criado with the ball being challenged a little bit by Jesse and now Escobar. Criado sends it up, trying to get it to Paquito. Paquito checks up and takes it on his offside. Reaches down, stays with the ball, leaves it for Criado. Criado sends a neck shot, trying to put it into Paquito right in front of their goal there. He shoots a neck shot. Not sure if it has enough angle. No, it doesn't. So it goes out and becomes in possession of the Santa Clara team. So we have 1 minute and 47 seconds left as Santa Clara knocks that ball in. Our chukkers are 7 minutes and 30 seconds. At the 32nd, you will hear an air horn, so be prepared for that. Oh, we do have a whistle on the play, so that will stop the clock. They're having a what change?
They get one change for one all change every time.
We're just having a quick horse change right now, and we'll start once again. If you look on either end of the polo field, you will see handlers holding the horses. We call them spare holders because there are horses on the ends. A player will run in and out of the game to switch horses real quick. And if you see that, take a look at it. It's really neat to see how they vault onto one horse to the other. They don't get off and get on. Most of them just vault right on to the next one. So we're just waiting for the quick change, and then the Santa Clara players will be knocking in. There is Francisco Escobar knocking that ball in. Being challenged at Chris Maloney with Paquito. Now Chris Maloney carrying it down, looks back to see who's going to challenge him. Chris Maloney lets that chestnut stretch. He's going to take it all the way down. Let's see. It's right in front of goal. I don't want to jinx him. There it is. Lucas Criado is a piece of it, and it scores. Chris Maloney putting it on the board for Santa Clara. With a minute left. Less than a minute. FMB will now be going to the ocean goal. Santa Clara to the mountain goal. As the clock ticks down, we have 10 seconds before that air horn goes off and alerts the players that there's 30 seconds left. Jesse Bray gets the ball out of the lineup, sends it down. I believe that it is FMB that's first to be there. Henry Walker with a back shot. Not exactly the shots they want, but Chris picks it up right up, shoots to goal. Now, because the ball goes out, it's a dead play, so we're going to end the chukker right there. And we will start with a knock-in for FMB. This is the Kopu Sparkling Water High Goal Challenge. Kopu is a luxury sparkling water from New Zealand that is packaged within sleek aluminum bottles. And it's bottled at the source of Bay of Plenty and has won accolades for its first fine champagne-like bubbles. Oh, and the ball is in. Paying attention there. Knock in by Farmers and Merchant Bank. Lucas Criado. Criado with the ball. Taking it on down the sideboards. Now, you see how he's taking it down here on the sideboards? If that ball bounced out, they would start him, but he can be along the sideboard. So please do not walk in front of the sideboards as the games are going on. Danny Walker, no, he leaves the ball for Jesse Bray. Jesse Bray turning the ball around now, looks up to see who he can hit the ball to. Francisco whistles to him. Francisco now running to it is Avendano and Luis Escobar. Francisco Escobar and Luis both there. But Francisco picks up the ball, takes it down along the boards Francisco Escobar, not the shot he wants. Avendano picks it up now for FMB. Sees that Criado is there back. Now Danny Walker quickly turns on that line. Walker leaving it for Criado. Criado working through Francisco's hook. Criado now looks up. Tries to get it to Paquito. Paquito is being marked by Chris. Now Avendano comes through. Avendano and Jesse Bray. Jesse Bray taking it on the near side. Quickly turns Criado and Jesse Bray together. Bouncing ball, but Jesse waits, and look at that shot. Oh, my goodness. If it was just a little bit more to the right, it might be a goal, friend. That's Luis Escobar. He has plenty of time there. Nobody's marked, but he does a cut shot. Oh, just wide to the right. Lets that horse run and goes on. Instead of checking up and hitting an angle shot. Giving possession to FMB. Not sure who's going to be hitting it. Oh, Lucas Criado. Criado taking it across the goal. Now he hits a big shot towards Paquito, but Chris Maloney is going to be the first one there. Oh, no, Avendano slipped in there. Avendano picked it up. Now Paquito, the 11-year-old running. Yeah, go ahead. Applause. Bring it on. The horses love to hear it. The players love it. It's all good. There's Paquito taking it on the near side, reaching in, and he carries it down. All sides. You just saw both sides of the horse there, the forward swing. Offside, near side, right in there. Paquito de Narvaez with his first goal, and second for Farmers Merchant Bank. Farmers and Merchant, 2-1 against Santa Clara. 4 minutes and 35 seconds as the players line up. Santa Clara in red now headed to the ocean goal. FMB in white to the mountain goal. And the drone up there is flying around there. You could watch that on tomorrow online, and I'll explain that to you as we watch Paquito. Is he going to score his second goal right now? No, just wide left. He doesn't usually miss those. Giving the possession to Santa Clara. Now picking it up is Jesse Bray. Jesse Bray keeping it down the line. Jesse Bray now hitting a big shot down the field to Chris Maloney. Chris Maloney and Danny Walker. Not the shot he wanted there, but there comes Francisco. No, that's Luis. Luis Escobar, father and son combination, play a lot alike. Avendano marks him, leaves it for Lucas Criado. Criado now turning the ball around, being marked by Maloney. Criado looks up now, hits the ball forward to Paquito. But Paquito's not alone because Francisco Escobar's right there and takes off. And Paquito, they're both running there. Francisco and Paquito, just enough. Believe they are calling a foul there. So when the whistle is blown that, yes, there is a foul and that does stop the clock. The umpires have headsets, so they'll discuss what is going on. Believe the umpires are also giving timeout for a horse change while we wait. So most of these horses out there are thoroughbreds, bred in Argentina and here in the United States. Some of the players have their own breeding. The Walker family do breed a lot of their own horses. Players will bring anywhere between 8 and 10 horses to the field and like constantly changing them. Because, you know, running 7 minutes and 30 seconds does wear you out. These horses are trained and exercised twice a day. They go out onto the track in the morning, and then sometimes they're just sticking balls, or they also have practice games. They are fit athletes, these horses are, and they're taken care of well. There's anywhere between 3 to 4 grooms per string, so they get a lot of attention. They get rushed all day long before they go out and when they're put back in. Very well taken care of and just so shiny and beautiful. Okay, Francisco Escobar now was a penalty against FMB, and Francisco, what happened there was Paquito circled around and impeded Francisco's right of way. When the ball is hit, there's an imaginary line that follows that ball, and you cannot impede the right of way of the player coming down that line. In this case, it was Francisco Escobar. So the original penalty that hit was a penalty 5B. Now he's hitting a penalty 5A, which is in the middle of the field. Hits it up, intercepted by Paquito, handed right back to Francisco. Francisco picks it up again. Now he's trying to get a big swing there. Behind him is Chris Maloney, but it is Criado for FMB that has it. And now Paquito. Paquito looks around, but Chris Maloney's going to challenge him. Chris and Paquito running to goal. Paquito has no fear running fast, and Chris is going to give him a little bump there, trying to take him off the line. Paquito checks up and stays with it, leaves it right there in front of goal, and Chris Maloney clearing it out of danger there for Santa Clara. Challenged now by Paquito. Bounces off the boards, creates a new line. Paquito stops and turns, picks it up, and picked up by Jesse Bray. Jesse Bray sending it up to Francisco. Francisco now, and Luis picks it up on his near side. Thanks, Dad. I'm going to take this one to goal. Now he says, Dad, go ahead and go get it. Nope, both father and son are running to that ball, but Luis is on a little bit of a faster horse, so he picks it up. And Avendaño is going to go challenge him. Now Luis does a nice little neck shot. Wow, what a goal. Nice neck shot right underneath at speed. Luis made that look easy, but I can assure you it's not. So we have a tied game if you look at the scoreboard there. 2-2 in the second chukker with 1 minute and 9 seconds to go as they line back up. If anybody's paying attention, all of our goals have been scored in the ocean end of the polo field. The mountain flagger there is getting a rest. We do have flaggers on either end wearing the red and white. So it's a lot easier for us here and the scorekeeper to pay attention if it's a goal or not. There goes Paquito de Narvaez for FMB to score in that ocean goal. Challenged by Francisco. Got just enough of a hook. No, that was Luis. Luis and Francisco wearing the same colored helmets. So because the ball was rings for the Open, and last year was the first year that she did that. So Francisco Escobar now hits it in for Santa Clara. Looking around, shoots forward. That was Luis hitting, not Francisco. Turning is Lucas Criado. Lucas Criado trying to get it to Paquito. Paquito can score, but there is Luis Escobar. Escobar now with Paquito going to challenge him. Escobar running the turn, and Paquito right behind him. Now Chris Maloney with a bouncing ball, waits for it to settle. Maloney again. Danny Walker slips in there and turns it along with Danny Walker and Maloney. Danny poking it out of the air there. Lets it settle along the sideboards. Now he hits it forward and goes through. Jesse Bray is going to be there to challenge him. Walker leaves it for Criado. Criado now hits the ball going forward. Is Paquito, but being challenged by Jesse Bray. Jesse now turning the ball once again. Hooked out of there by Paquito. However, Francisco is there. Francisco sees his son, so he passes it off to Luis all by himself. That's a really good play. And Luis sends it down trying to get it to Jesse, but Avendaño is there first to the ball. His players tell him what to do. He turns it around. Avendaño looks up to see who's free, sends the ball, seeing Paquito all by himself. Although I don't think he's going to be by himself for long because Francisco is there. Now Paquito taking his time, knowing that no one can come in there and cross his line. Paquito's just going to take his time and work it towards goal. Coming behind him is Jesse Bray. Jesse Bray reaches in there, takes the ball away for the Santa Clara team. Paquito slips back in there and turns it again once again, challenging Jesse. Jesse leaves the ball. Daddy Walker has it now. No, that Lucas Criado. Lucas Criado with the ball sends it to Paquito, but Paquito's being marked by two Santa Clara players, both Escobars. The ball goes over the line, giving the Santa Clara team possession. Starting our third checker, 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Ball is knocked in by Francisco to Luis. Another pass there to Luis by himself, being marked by Avendano. Avendano waiting, making Luis send it forward. Ooh, bad luck, bounces off of Walker's horse, but Maloney is there to pick it up again, sending it forward in a neck shot towards the goals, and Walker picks it up again, leaves it for Criado. Criado now looks around, sends the ball down forward. He's getting it to Avendano. Avendano takes a nice little bump there, but goes forward. Now Paquito. Paquito sends it back up to Avendano, bounces off of somebody or something. Luis is reaching in, but Paquito picks it up and pops it right in. There is a whistle on the play. I'm not sure if they're going to... Oh, no, they're calling that a no goal. I believe that they are calling a foul because Luis had a play on the ball and Avendano got in the way of his right-of-way. So they're calling a foul, so that is a no goal for FMB. And Santa Clara will be hitting a penalty shot. Penalty 5 from the spot. Francisco once again passing it now, this time to Chris Maloney. Chris Maloney hits it forward and off and running he goes. Criado reaches for, oh, Chris hits it out of the air, doesn't get the second shot though. Criado picks it up. Quick turn on that horse. Jesse trying to get out of the way. Criado now dancing around with the ball. Now he hits it up to Danny Walker. Danny Walker taking it himself now. Being marked by Chris Maloney, does a nice little back shot to Paquito. Unfortunately, Paquito overrides. Jesse Bray sends it forward just a little bit. Both of those young boys know that Jesse still has the right of way. Jesse looks around to see who's going, sends it forward, but I believe Criado will be first. Escobar's going to challenge. Avendano takes Escobar out of the play, so Criado has it all to himself. Criado circling around. Now he's telling Paquito, go forward. I'll hit it to you. Now, but Danny picks it up on the near side. Jesse tries to get the hook. Not enough. Danny swings and gets it in. Oh, somebody moved the goalposts on him. In the last minute there, just went to the left. We have 3 minutes and 23 seconds as the players line up for a possession for Santa Clara over the back line. That is Santa Clara's third knock-in of this chucker. Francisco with the ball circling around. Luis picks it up now. Luis Escobar with the ball. Sees Jesse down the field. Now he hits the big ball trying to get it to Jesse Bray. Jesse Bray goes to stretch, but Danny Walker was first there with a nice little back shot. Avendano takes out Escobar. Avendano still trying to hold up Escobar. Criado comes in for it now. Criado with a neck shot, and Paquito is right where he needs to be in front of goal. Nice little back shot. Oh, what a great little cut shot. Unfortunately, just went wide. Another knock-in for Santa Clara. We do have a whistle on the play, which means they're going to stop and allow the players to switch horses. Bel Encanto, our official luxury hotel and resort partner of the Santa Barbara Polo and Racquet Club. This iconic hotel is the only Forbes 5-star resort in Santa Barbara. Our official location for Sunday brunch for the club is at Belmond El Encanto. Boy, say that one 5 times. We invite you to experience the panoramic vistas and enjoy bottomless Bellinis. Reserve space for a decadent Sunday brunch. Then come and head to our polo match. You can do that next Sunday. Or if you'd like during the week, you could visit the spa at El Encanto that offers an array of treatments featuring local ingredients that relaxes the mind and rejuvenates the body. Believe we're just waiting for one more FMB player. We are so happy to be working with the Montecito Journal again this year. Be sure to look for our summer polo ads in the Montecito Journal during July and August. In the summer of 1995, a new community newspaper made its first appearance. It was the Montecito Journal. They began with 5,000 copies once a month. The journal has grown now to 12,000 every week. All right, we have all four players back on the field. Francisco Escobar knocking it in again. Usually the 3 and 4 will switch positions on the knock-in. Now Luis Escobar has it. Luis sending it up to Jesse Bray. Jesse Bray reaching in there. Criado's trying to get the back shot checked up, but now Jesse has it. Jesse's going to work it past Danny Walker. Hits it on. Danny now riding Jesse hard. Jesse checks up, waiting for Danny's back shot. Believe Criado is going to be the first one on that. Nice next shot. Wow, look at that shot, Criado. And you see Paquito. Paquito looking at Luis Escobar with a back shot. Luis with his own. And here comes Avendano now for the FMB team. Avendano looking around to see what he's going to do with it. Moves it forward. Works it down, knowing he still has the right of way. Bouncing ball, misses the swing, and Escobar picks it up again. Little Paquito gives Escobar a nice little bump and circle around with it. Escobar's not going to give up that easy. Jesse Bray reaches in, takes it. Now Paquito hits the back shot. Picking it up is Maloney, and Criado has it now. Criado shoots to goal and puts FMB on the board and changes that tie. It is now 3-2. That is our first goal scored here in the third chukker, and it is Lucas Criado's first goal of this game. If anybody's paying attention, once again, all 5 goals have been scored in that ocean end. We have less than 50 seconds left to go. That first horn at the 32nd horn will be going off momentarily. Not momentarily, secondarily, in seconds. Just seeing who's paying attention and who isn't. Luis sends the ball forward. There it is. That's the 32nd horn. Avendano picks it up for FMB. Avendano turning the corner. Maloney knows that they're going to try to get it. Oh, stolen by Jesse Bray and challenged by Lucas, but Jesse reaches way out. Oh, he doesn't get the near side that he wanted. Lucas did, though, and pulls it around. Lucas still on the near side with it now. Avendano comes in. Jesse picks it up once again. There's 6 seconds left, and we have a whistle that will stop that. So we will start our 4th chukker with a penalty shot. So there's a penalty 4, which means that FMB can defend it. Luis Escobar is taking the honors here. He winds up. Oh, he's got a swing and didn't get the shot he wants, but Jesse Bray is there. Paquito gets a little piece. Criado and Jesse both go. Maloney knows he can't get in there or he's going to foul, so Criado takes his time there. Criado now hits the ball to the left to Paquito. Paquito warms up his swing there, and he hits the ball, but Chris Maloney is going to challenge him. Chris tries to get the near side. Paquito picks it up out of the air. Did you see that? Out of the air and over his horse's rump. Wow, that's exciting. Escobar now along the sideboards. Right here. See, this is why I don't want you walking in front here. Escobar now sends it up to Winston. Winston sees Danny Walker there. But there was not enough space between Winston and Walker, although you can see that Walker disagrees with that call. You can make that play if there's enough distance. I believe it's 2 horse lengths distance that they ask that you do. If Winston, the red player, had checked up, then he would have given Danny the line, but Winston didn't. He was coming down the line, and because Winston was coming down the line, Danny impeded his right away by going to that ball. So now you're going to see a penalty 3. So far you have seen a penalty 5, penalty 4, and now this is a penalty 3. Penalty 3 is a 40-yard shot away from goal, and it is undefended. So the FMB team has to be off the field and 30 yards away from the ball. Chris Maloney is circling around. He cannot touch the ball till the umpires call play, which they have. Chris Scanners up there, shoots to goal, makes it look easy. Nice little bounce right through, making it tied again. And our 6th goal in the Ocean goal, if anybody's counting. So here we are. Now this is going to be our throw-in right here in front of the stadium so we can watch up close how the players fight for that ball. Went all the way through. Georgia Levis puts it through, and Jesse Bray comes up with it, passing it on to Chris Maloney. Chris Maloney now off and running. Chris Maloney's right in front of goal. He's got a nice little tap shot, but just wide, bad bounce. And the flagger waves it, no good. So that gives possession to FNB. We're all rooting for Chris there. Criado knocking it in for FMB. He's got Paquito free, and now Danny free. You can see Paquito and Danny trying to get advantage for him, but he sends it up forward to Avendano. Avendano being chased by Winston. Now he gets a nice little hook there. Luis is there, as in Jesse Bray. Jesse Bray keeps the man away, so Luis can get a free shot there, but now we each have players here. And Jesse goes forward, but Criado is there to intercept, but doesn't get the shot he wants. So Chris reaches in there. Criado comes up with the ball once again. Danny and Paquito get open. Criado is there being marked by Maloney. Now Criado shoots that ball down the field. Danny is there, as is Luis Escobar. Luis taking the bouncing ball, tries to get back. Paquito picks it up and leaves it. Now Avendano picks it up, reaches in there. Jesse Bray comes up with it. Jesse Bray for the Santa Clara team. He sees Chris Maloney is open down on the right side, but now he's challenged by Danny. Leaves it. Avendano picks it up, as does Painter. Backs up now. Painter picks it up. Painter for Santa Clara. Doesn't get the shot off he wants. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm laughing, but he swung and then he looked up like, he knew he missed that shot. So aggravating. Avendano picks it up, sending it to Paquito. Denarvai sends it forward. Lou Escobar is going to challenge him there. Escobar hits the back shot. Danny turns on it, first to turn on it. Now he leaves it for Criado. Criado comes through. They're very close to their goal here. FMB is shooting towards the Ocean goal. Gets hooked by Bray. Bray leaves it for, now Escobar picks it up. Escobar sends it up. Now Bray takes it, sends it down the field. Bray's going to let this horse run. He's looking to see who challenges. Oh, Paquito's horse just jumped over the little white line there. Paquito challenges Jesse, but he didn't get the shot he wanted. Jesse now working it through. Now Avendano comes up with it, still forward. For not sure who that was there, Painto. Paquito picks it up, clears it out of there. Avendano has it now. Nope, that's Paquito once again. Paquito sending it forward. He's all over the place, but Escobar is there to block him. Escobar, a big wall there. Now Escobar shoots to goal, and our first goal in the Mountain goal, scored by Luis Escobar for Santa Clara, breaking that tie. And that is Luis's first goal of the game. So we have Chris Maloney with 2 goals and Luis Escobar with 2 goals for the Santa Clara team. Paquito de Narvaez with 1 goal, Joaquin Avendano with 1, and Lucas Criado with 1 for the white team, FMB. The umpires are blowing the whistle and giving the players a chance to switch horses. Okay. So this is our first game of the 16-goal high goal that we're having this summer. Because these horses have just come in and are getting in shape, the umpires will allow, and the club does also, allow the players to take it easy on the horses and switch. Next Sunday, however, the players will be needing to switch on their own time. So they'll take breaks in between if there's a foul or something, or they'll just run off the field and switch. In those games, the umpires, if they feel a horse is laboring in any way, they'll blow the whistle and allow the player to change. So FMB is headed to the mountain goal now. Santa Clara through, and it's through. Luis Escobar has it. Danny Walker gets nice, and Painter comes up with it, leaves it for Escobar now. Sends it to Painter, but little Paquito does a nice back shot there to Criado. Criado doesn't get the want, and Painter now hits his own back shot to Chris Maloney's going to pick it up, but Paquito comes across. Unfortunately, what Paquito did was he just swung for the ball, but he was impeding the right-of-way. He came across Chris Maloney's line. That is a classic foul. That's the 11-year-old in him, aggressive to the ball. There's no rules there for him, but there are rules in polo. But it is nice, so for those of you that are new, and this is your first game, you're being able to see exactly what a foul is by crossing the line. So this is a penalty. This is a penalty too, so this is a 20-yard shot from goal. It cannot be defended. Chris Maloney is going to shoot this goal. Chris Maloney, it's bouncing, it's bouncing. Oh, unfortunately, wide left. Yeah, you think it's easy, but it's not. So now, because that went out wide to the left, FMB will have possession of that ball, knocking it in. We have 2 minutes left to go in this fourth checker. And that's Lucas Criado sending it forward. Avendano now. Avendano goes to the ball, gets hooked by Escobar. Paquito swings forward, but it misses. Jesse Bray is there for it now. Jesse Bray hitting it down to Winston Painter. No, that's Chris Maloney. Chris Maloney now shooting a cut shot right to goal. Makes up for that penalty too. Number 1 in white. Chris Maloney putting it up, so it's 5-3 for Santa Clara. So Santa Clara going to the mountain goal now. And you'll notice that Winston Painter is in the number 2 position. Danny Walker comes out with it for FMB. Shoots to goal. What a nice, it's got eyes. It's going right into goal. I believe it's a goal. Woo! Danny Walker putting it on right out of the lineup. He took 3 hits to get that through. That's fabulous. And with 47 seconds left on the clock, bringing his team into shot there. That's Danny's first goal of the game, and what a beautiful goal that was. All these players are enjoying that ocean goal. There we go. But the ball went in through, so we're continuing out the 30 seconds of this chukker. The ball is in play. Luis Escobar with Criado. Lucas Criado hooking him. Avendano now sees Criado turn, so he hits the back shot. Going to it is Jesse and Walker. Danny Walker's horse jumps the sideboards. He's allowed to go to that ball. Jesse hits a back shot, connecting to Escobar. Escobar sending it forward, shooting towards goal. Oh, just wide. They're going to do their best to try and score in that mountain goal. There's only been 1 goal scored in that mountain goal so far. Well, they want to tie this game up. Criado taking his time. He's got open players, both Walker and De Narvaez. Now he shoots. He shoots for Walker. Walker bumps Jesse out of the way there, takes it on the near side. Bouncing ball, Maloney takes it and clears it out. That's a good play by Chris because Criado was waiting for it. Nice back shot by Chris there. Danny Walker with his own back shot trying to go forward. Criado feeling that Jesse fouled. And the umpires did agree with him on that. So they will be awarding FMB a penalty 5 from the spot. Criado sending it forward, getting his players. He's got a couple of players open. He's got all three players open right now. But he's going to continue. Now he hits it, launches it forward, getting it to Paquito. Paquito with Francisco right there. Paquito bouncing ball now. Pots it right in. Paquito de Narvaez. 3 generations of polo there. Paquito plays polo in Argentina, Santa Barbara, and I believe Florida. He's come through the ranks of all of the little kids' polo teams, and he gets to play with his father and grandfather. He gets lots of time in the saddle. We have a tie game, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that score. 5-5 in the 5th chukker with 6 minutes to go. It's anybody's game. Now, Criado has it. Francisco does a hook on Criado. So what happened there, you're wondering, well, how come everybody else has been hooking? But what happened there was as Francisco reached over for that hook, his horse's head crossed over the line, impeding Criado's way for the ball. So you cannot, any part of the horse cannot cross the line there, even if it is the nose of the horse. Those are hard to call, but unfortunately for Francisco, it was right in front of the umpires. So Criado is allowed to make his circle. But he's not allowed to hit the ball before the umpires say play, and they have. And if he did hit the ball before the umpires said play, they'd blow the whistle right there, and it would be a hit for the other team. Francisco intercept that ball for Santa Clara. Francisco now working it down the line. Francisco, Criado takes the ball away from him now. Paquito's going to work it around, but Luis says, welcome to the big league, son, and gives him a nice little bump, goes over the sidelines, giving Santa Clara possession. Santa Clara's first knock-in for this 5th chukker. Here comes Francisco going right across goal, passing it off to his son. Luis hitting a big shot there, being challenged by Avendaño. Avendaño checks up. Luis still has the line. Down along the sideboards. Now he hits the ball forward to Jesse. Criado has a jump on Jesse. So Jesse checks up and waits to see what Criado. Here comes the ball. Heads up because it can bounce right on over. So unfortunately for FMB, it did bounce out over the sidelines. That does give possession to Santa Clara. Santa Clara has 8 seconds. After the umpires drop that ball, they have 8 seconds to hit that ball. Luis wastes no time at all. Sees Chris Maloney open. Chris runs on down trying to get there, but Criado and Jesse Bray are there. Jesse Bray looks like he got forward, bounced out of there by Danny Walker. Picked up by Criado. Criado taking it way over to the sideboards there. Right in front of the FMB tent. They get a nice close-up of what it looks like there. Paquito kind of got in the way there of Luis Escobar. If we had an MVP for most fouls right now, it would be awarded to Paquito. But that's his youth. He's young. He's 11 years old. If you don't foul, they say if you don't foul, you're not playing the game. The only way to learn is to make mistakes. Once you make those mistakes, you know not to do it again. So that is a penalty 5 from the spot. Luis Escobar sends his father down into the game. He hits it trying to get it to Jesse Bray. Luis has a big rocket shot. Unfortunately, it was a little bit too... Oh, no, it's still on the field. No, it isn't. It's off the field. Confused me with Lucas going to it after it bounced over there. So it will be a knock-in for FMB. Their second knock-in of this 5th chukker. We have a tie game, and it's 3 minutes and 54 seconds. Criado sending the ball to Walker. Picked up by Walker, changing the angle of it. Bumped by Maloney, but Walker still comes up with it. Walker trying to get it forward down there. Checks up. He's got a nice little handy horse right in front of the FMB tent. Everybody wave and say, hi, Danny. Danny now. Yeah, let's applaud for that FMB team. Santa Clara now. Luis with a nice back shot to Maloney. Maloney hitting it up to Jesse Bray. Jesse and Maloney have been playing together many, many years, so they know the old give and go. And both, let's see, I believe we had 2-on-1 there, but I'm not sure. But there was a whistle on the play. As in Criado there. Criado and Danny Walker have been playing many, many years together. And, of course, Luis and his father have been playing many years together. So it helps when that every season the teams can change and mostly do. So Santa Clara is awarded a penalty 3. It was what we call a sandwich there because it was 2-on-1. 2 white players can't go together against 1 red player. If you can have a white player could ride off the red player while the other white player hooks the red player as long as they don't make contact. But when both white players made contact to the red player, that was a sandwich and that is a foul. As Santa Clara gets ready to hit this penalty 3. So I believe the umpires did give a timeout to switch horses real quick. So we're waiting for the player to come back onto the field. Umpires have called play. Chris Maloney gallops to that penalty 3. It's rolling, and just makes it in. I thought it was going to go a little slower than it did, but it went right in, breaking the tie. Chris Maloney. That is Maloney's 4th goal of the game. And we're sharing some love now in that mountain goal on a penalty 3. So Maloney has scored 2 goals on penalties. FMB to the mountain goal. Santa Clara to the ocean goal. Reaching down there is Criado. Criado now picked up out of there, but Maloney takes it back by Walker. Escobar and De Narvaez both swinging at that ball. De Narvaez and Escobar leaves it now. Avendano picks it up, FMB. Joaquin Avendano circling the ball around, leaves it for Criado. Criado picking the ball up, taking it. Nobody's challenging Criado, so he's going to just mosey on down the field. Stick and balling, letting the horse have a little air. Now Avendano is beating all the Santa Clara. He hits that ball with vigor there. Bouncing. I think it is still in. Avendano, nice cut shot to goal. Just wide right. That's a great play, though, hitting that neck shot right under the horse's neck there. A little difficult to do, but great play. We like that they do that. Escobar knocking it in, Francisco to Jesse Bray. Jesse Bray sends it up. Unfortunately, it's all FMB players there to intercept that. Criado, the highest rated player out there on the field today. Lucas Criado coming through, letting that horse run through. Doesn't get the shot he wants, leaves it for Avendano, but Escobar comes up with it. Escobar, the ball bounces off the sideboards there. Escobar lets that gray horse run. Checks up now, taking it easy right here in front of the stands. What a shot! Chris Maloney looks around, sees that he's got the goal. He goes right to it. Maloney hits a cut shot, trying to feed it to Escobar, but it goes just wide left, but that was a great neck shot too. We have 50 seconds. Our first horn will be coming soon. That is possession to FMB now, their 3rd knock-in. Criado, wasting no time, wants to keep that ball in play now, knowing that 30-second horn is coming in 3 seconds. Escobar tried to challenge Criado, but he went right through that. Criado now working the ball down, just taking his time. Working it down, trying to get it to Avendano. Jesse Bray and Criado both challenging there. Bray giving a nice bump, gets the play, sends it down along the boards there. First at it is Luis Escobar. Luis has got nobody in front of him. He's got 10 seconds to score. Do you think he can make it, ladies and gentlemen? And Danny Walker gives, did I jinx him? Avendano. But there's Chris Maloney with 2 seconds left. He didn't make it either. So where the ball ended right there, we will have a throw-in in our 6 chucker. We'll start right there from. They were one of our proud sponsors for our 12 goal this summer that we played in May and June. Okay, so you can see the red shirts. Santa Clara team is going short to the ocean. Ball is in. FMB has the possession. Who's got it? No, it's Santa Clara with the possession. Jesse Bray. Now Walker steals it away. Danny Walker. He's got a long distance to go. Santa Clara has the short distance. And if anybody has been paying attention, it looks like Winston Painter is back in the game again, playing in the number 2 with the blue helmet there. So it is Painter who comes up with the ball, being challenged by Paquito. Winston and Paquito played against each other yesterday in the kids tournament. Now sending it forward is Criado. Paquito's got his eye on that ball. He lets the ball settle. Take a look at it. Give him a round of applause as he gallops on by here. Cheer him on. Now Avendano is going to reach for it. But Avendano felt he was hooked. Luis Escobar also feels he had the right of way. So what happened there is Avendano is going to the play, and I believe they might be calling a cross hook there. If you make the hook, you cannot be on the left side crossing somebody on the right side. So they are awarding FMB a penalty 3. We have 6 minutes and 41 seconds when that whistle was blown. Santa Clara is ahead by 1. So if FMB makes this, we have a tied game, ladies and gentlemen. And that was Danny Walker. Danny Walker shooting that penalty 3. He's always been spot on with his penalty shots off. So that's it. We've got a tie game, and don't let that devil score fool you with a 666 on there. Well, that'll be changing quickly. Another goal scored in the mountain goal there. So now FMB will be headed to the ocean goal. At Santa Clara to the mountain goal. And as I mentioned before, that drone is polowest.tv if you'd like to watch this game from an aerial view tomorrow. Oh, we have another foul on the play there. Believe that was another impeding of the right-of-way. And the Polo West TV is sponsored by Farmers and Merchant Bank. So you can watch that tomorrow from a nice aerial view, getting a different view of it. Santa Clara will be hitting, I believe, a penalty 4. Once again, this could break the tie. Jesse Bray is teeing the ball up. Practicing his swing, giving a circle around. FMB is quick to be in the goal mouth to make it as difficult as he can. He's got players in front to block the view there. Jesse Bray's got that up in the air so nobody can defend. Unfortunately, just a little bit wide to the right. And it went right into the pool. Did you all see that? Nice little splash there. I told you, Jesse can smack the snot out of the ball. All right, so Lucas Criado is in there. Yeah, somebody in the stands just said, I'd hate to be swimming in there when one of those balls came flying through. So now Jesse hits a back shot. Quick to pick it up is Walker. Walker going towards the ocean goal. Avendano doesn't get the shot off he wants. Walker still has the ball now, hitting it out of the air. Now he hits the next shot. Intercepted there by Painter. Walker comes up with it again on the boards. Clears Luis Escobar out of the way and leaves it for Criado. Criado looking like, hey, but the umpires say play on Criado. Criado now reaching way back and shoots to goal. Jesse tried to hit it out, but it's a goal by Criado. So FMB has broken the tie. Criado's second goal. Four minutes and 43 seconds left. Still anybody's game. Santa Clara could get it right out of the lineup. Chris Maloney tries. They're going to the ocean goal, but Avendano's in there. Painter leaves the ball there. Picked up as Criado. Criado, the 7-goal player, being challenged by Jesse Bray, the 6-goal player. Criado and Jesse running down. Criado working it down, making it look easy, and pops it right in. Criado with his third goal. Don't worry, don't fret. We still have 4 minutes in this game. There's plenty of time. You saw how quick that goal was scored right out of the lineup. Santa Clara can get this out. So Santa Clara will be headed now to the mountain goal. Oh, we got a quick change for the horses. That's what I was talking about. The umpire noticed that this horse needs to go change. So they blew the whistle. They're going to allow Avendano to change his horse. So we invite you to come again next Sunday to watch our 16-goal matches. So now that you've come for our match, we'd like you to stay for the after polo party today after the 6-chucker. Our terrace bar stays open, and Big Joe's Tacos come out onto the field. DJ Fab will be playing dance music, and you can stay to watch the beautiful sunset. We will have a trophy presentation following the 6-chucker, although I shouldn't say that. We're only down by Santa Clara is only down by 2 goals. And there's 3 minutes and 50 seconds left, so there could be a tie. And if there is, we would go into sudden death overtime. So either way, there will be a trophy presentation, and we would like you to stay for the after party. If you haven't heard DJ Fab, he spins some wicked music to dance the night away too. And Joe's Tacos, they've been here before, and they are really, really yummy. All right, we're lining up again. We have Chris Maloney and Winston Painter, Jesse Bray, and Luis Escobar for Santa Clara. And for FMB, Paquito de Narvaez, Avendano, Joaquin, and Lucas Criado comes out of the lineup with it. And Danny Walker. Danny Walker right behind Lucas. Escobar is there, so Danny tries to run interference. But the umpire said clear, which means that Luis has to allow Criado to hit the ball. Criado taking it on side. Now he shoots to goal, seeing that Danny is open. I'm telling you, the old give and go, woo, that was it. Paquito came right in there. So you could hear some of the people in the stand saying, whoa, they felt that the red player might have fouled, but the umpires let him play on because Paquito jumped in there and scored the goal. But they did call foul. So it was a foul against FMB, so no goal, and that is given to Luis Escobar. I spoke too soon. Luis hit the ball to Chris Maloney. Chris Maloney now taking it on the near side, being challenged by Danny Walker. Maloney has 3 minutes to try to get it into goal to bring this Santa Clara team up ahead. Criado hits a nice little back shot. First there is Danny Walker. Danny Walker letting this little chestnut run, but he's got to contend with Luis Escobar. Danny going right through Luis. Danny now taking his time. Shoots to goal. That's a beautiful goal. Oh, what a nice little play. Luis let Danny go. You can't do that. Danny put that right in, making the score 9-6. think Luis was playing his chances there. And Danny said, "Don't do that, Luis. You've played with me. You know I can score." Danny's Walker's third goal there. Luis Escobar. Criado and Luis both going to that ball. And the umpires have called a whistle. And that will be going in favor of the Santa Clara team. The umpires are awarding the Santa Clara team a penalty for. They have 2 minutes to go. They're down by 3. Scoring this penalty for would be huge for Santa Clara. All the FMB players are in their defensive positions right now. Umpire has called play. Luis Escobar checking up, puts a worm burner on the ground there. And I'm not sure if Avendano came across the line as he went in. Oh, Paquito was out of position. So I believe we're taking guesses up here. Unfortunately, we don't have the microphone, the earpiece for the umpires. So it's all of ours. Okay, so the goal counts, penalty for goal counts. I'm not sure what happened there. So it's 9-7, so we'll have a throw in here. Santa Clara. Luis Escobar will give him that goal on a penalty for. So there's 2 minutes left. That is plenty of time for 2 goals to be scored. Let's see who gets it out of the lineup. Santa Clara's fighting hard, as is Danny Walker and Chris Maloney. And I believe that Chris might have gotten a nice little hook there. That's part of the game. Unfortunately, it does hurt. So Chris is going to just, yeah, he is. He's going to tough it out. 2 minutes left. So we'll have a do-over now. They'll bowl the ball in once again. Let's see who's going to come up with the possession. And once again, Santa Clara topped it off. That was Chris Maloney, but Criado comes up with it, and Danny's off and running. Luis Escobar's going to go challenge him. Danny says, "Come on, Luis, I dare you." Luis says, "I'll take that dare, and I'll match it." Avendano now on the near side. Ball's right there, left in front of the goalpost. Paquito goes. Chris Maloney goes. Everybody's going, and we have a whistle. You see how they raised the mallet up there? Our announcer who used to announce a couple of years ago, Andy Smith, he would call that the Statue of Liberty play, holding up the mallet, asking for a foul. So they're awarding FMB a spot hit there. Hi, Jeff. Yeah. Once again, I'd like to remind everybody that we do have a golf tournament July 15th. We'd love for you to come play at Glen Annie. If you'd like to sign up, you can go to polotrainingcenter.com. That's www.polotrainingcenter.com. It's a lot of fun. Last year, our umpire right here, Kimo Huddleston, played. And he played with Corey. And we had Pat Nesbitt's team was out there playing. Quite a few players. You don't have to be a sports fanatic. You don't have to be a professional golf player. You don't have to be a golf player. Just come on out for the fun and support our polo team. What's the penalty? What do they call it? Penalty 2 for FMB. So if penalty 2, they have the option to take it from the 20-yard line or to take it from the spot. I believe Lucas Criado is going to take it from the spot, and that does give the Santa Clara team a chance to defend it. Oh, Paquito hit it in, and he did it. So I guess the umpires did call play. So Paquito put that in, making it now 10-7. Paquito de Narvaez. That's Paquito's third goal of the match. Let's see. Can Santa Clara score another goal? Luis Escobar is certainly going to try, but Danny Walker made sure that didn't happen. Jesse Braid passes it back to Chris Maloney now. Chris Maloney knows he's got time ticking. Minute left. He hits a big hit. De Narvaez looks around to see who's challenging him. Is he going to hit the back shot or go forward with it? He decides to go forward with it. That's a risky play. Escobar tries to hook him, but he doesn't get through it. Jesse Bray stops him right there. Bray with 45 seconds shoots to goal and wide right. Excuse me. Yes, I am dyslexic. All right, so we have 30 seconds coming up. This chucker, because it is the last and final chucker, the players will play out the last 30 seconds. That's what you do in the last chucker. You play out the last 30 seconds. And they pass it off to Paquito. The other, Santa Clara is conceding. They're shaking hands. They're saying, then what's the point? Paquito wanted to run to goal with that.
I really appreciate it.
There we go. Hey, great. There we go.
Everybody, please behind the boards after they appreciate it.
Quiero la heladera.